Hello YouTube. I'm finally going to make a video that I've been wanting to make for a while. I'm going to do five random facts about America. And I see it all the time when I do other videos, or look at other videos and stuff with people, and about their country. And I thought, let's do one about America, like you guys don't know enough about us already. So, fact number one. Well, I don't know if this is really a fact, as it is just a whatever, but America is probably the only country that is probably in the whole world, that is probably the fattest country that is most health crazy. You cannot go to a grocery store without seeing tons of diet soda, reduced fat, saturated fat, trans fat free, all this stuff. And what's really funny is that the people that are picking that stuff up are the ones that weigh like 300 pounds. So, I guess, I don't know if you would consider that a fact, but I see it more and more every day. And plus you see like weight loss commercials and all that stuff. So, anywho, we're probably the fattest country in the whole world, who's probably also the most health crazy. Anywho, fact number two. Americans are not well known for their geography skills, to say the least. That does not go for everybody. I'm sure there's a lot of Americans who are very well aware of the world around them. But to be on a more scary scale, a lot of Americans don't even know where, like, Florida is. You ask them, where's Florida? And they point, up north, Maine's Florida. Or even more better, they'll say, like, locate Australia, and they point to China. Now, not all Americans are like that, but, we're not well known for our geography skills. Fact number three. Americans are obsessed with big things. We like things big. The bigger, the better. I can't tell you how many times I have pulled up to an intersection and I cannot see because the person who's driving this tank is blocking my way. He can see around me just fine, but I can't even see around his tire. I have a personal pet peeve against big cars, but we like big things. We like big, what else do we like big? We like big food, big portions of food. We like big bids. We like big windows. We like big houses. We like big things of soda, big shoes, big, roads, buildings, anything you could think of, we like it big. And, it has its conveniences, but, I don't like big cars, not to mention they're gas guzzlers too, so, anywho, we like big things. Anywho, fact number four. Sports. Soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, is not going to make it in this country. I personally like soccer or football. Well, I'll just call it soccer. Because it's the only sport where actually, when you have a World Cup, the whole world is participating. You take, for instance, baseball, the World Series. The whole world isn't participating, so I don't know why they call it the World Series. They should call it, like, baseball series, or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. Hey, baseball, I'm a football person. But baseball, football, American football, and golf are probably the only sports that are big in this country. And soccer, you know why Americans suck at soccer? I root for them though. But when when Americans get out of the World Cup, then I root for England. So, screw all you England haters. Anywho, fact number 5. I personally am not obsessed. And this is almost a world fact in a way. But most people in the world probably don't think this way either. But we are obsessed with celebrities. You can't get enough of who's doing what. You gotta see Britney's kids. You know, I gotta know what she's doing. You know, you cut on the news and you expect to see whatever happened today, and instead you see Britney doing something. Or Christina Aguilera. You know, I wish these people would just do their job and then go home. You know, and part of it is not their fault. You know, the media follows them everywhere and they can't do anything about it, but you know, it's kind of annoying to open up a newspaper or anything, a magazine, anything, and seeing some celebrity doing something stupid to somebody else in some unrelated cause. You know, who cares? Alright, if you care, I'm sorry if I offended you, but there are more important things going on. Anywho. I need to stop saying anywho. I say that too much. Anywho. I need to say something else. Like, otherwise. Or, in other words. I also need to stop biting my lip. Anyway, those are 5 facts about America that I can think of right now. They may not be the best that I can think of. But, you know, it's what it's like here. But we are friendly people, and unless you go to New York, you know, come down south. We're friendly people. But we love our stuff, and we love our food. I think that's why Americans maybe are kind of overweight, is because there's so many food cultures here that there's so much to eat and to, you know, that's just good. I mean, I don't know. Own conclusions on that one. Those were 5 facts about America. So, choose.